Okay, we're about 6 minutes away from the podcast. Hang with us. Hang with us. We're making sure everything is in order before we start. And our live chat is open right now. And here we go. Okay, let's turn that down and off. Good evening, Texas bikers, bikers all across the nation and the world. This is Texas Biker Radio, in short, TBR News. My name is Butch Popeye Moss. I'm National President, Sons of Liberty Riders MC, and TBR Radio. And tonight, we do handle geopolitical news and also news about bikers, unless they're fighting, and then we don't cover that. We just don't cover that kind of news. It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right for us. It wouldn't be right for the public. That's for sure. And we always hope that they will settle their differences with each other and let's have peace. But speaking of peace, everybody, Donald Trump is a freaking genius. Today, he announced capitulation by the Islamist And I want to differential. I want to make a different, I guess differential, I don't know what it be. There is a difference between the Islamist regime and the regular everyday Iranians who are not Islamist. And that's the one mistake we make, and even Trump makes it. He bunches them all together, and they're not. They're not. But let's talk about what Trump announced today. Oh, yeah. The Islamists have capitulated, and they've opened up the Hormuz Straits. And they've capitulated on almost every point. Before they've even started negotiating again, a second round. So what he's done, and it's hilarious because all the mainstream news, all the internet, everybody's buzzing, saying, hey, it's all open, we're good to go, gas prices are dropping, the stock market is just shooting through the roof. But you got to know this with Trump. Don't follow what he says. It's what he does. And what he's done, everybody, what he's done right now is there is a power struggle erupting in Iran. A power struggle is going on. They push the damn Ayatollah, the pink gay guy, they push them to the side. They push the parliament to the side. The IRGC thinks they're in control, and they're having a fit and carrying on. And then there's a third party, the Iranians themselves. None of this is over. None of it. Maybe we'll see what happens in the next, because right now, the Islamists in Parliament, who are all fighting with each other, are about to kill each other. They're all fighting. And, really, we don't know who's in control. Then again, maybe it is the people that they're negotiating with. I have no clue, and I don't think anybody else does, but Donald Trump and his negotiators. Now, I don't trust Witkoff as far as I can throw him, but I do trust J.D. Vance. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. This is crazy. Because right now, the message is out. Oh, yeah. So now comes a response, and it's coming because the Islamists are really good at posting on X. They put propaganda out every day, about every hour, of things they're going to do to us and do to our military. They just continuously run their mouths. Now, they make threats, but they don't carry them out. They don't. And we're going to be showing you that in a second in a couple of little videos I have. But first, let me read to you what Donald Trump said today. This is hilarious because everybody ran with it. Everybody. So what happened? And you guys in the chat line, feel to comment on this stuff. Give me your ideas, what you think is going to happen. So, yeah. So, anyway, Donald Trump said, the Strait of Hormuz is completely open and ready for business and full passage. But the naval blockade will remain in force and in effect as it pertains to Iran, only until such time as our transaction with Iran is 100% complete. This process should go very quickly in that the most of the points are already negotiated. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. And he has everybody out there spewing their opinions. Everybody. But he's got them all fighting. The Islamists, their parliament, the pink Ayatollah, the gay guy, and God knows who else. Because there are other factions within Iran. Oh, yes, there is. It's insanity, everybody. And, you know, they think they're winning. And why would they think that? Because today, after that announcement was made, they were jumping up and down and yelling, we won, we won. Well, winning to them is surviving. Number one. But I do believe, listen here, everybody, I do believe, and we need to spread the word on this, we need to make sure the Iranians that were out there protesting by the thousands, there's 92 million people in Iran, and only a small percentage of them are Islamist. They want freedom. And what we need to do, we need to make sure that weapons get into their hands. And I don't care how it's done. I don't care if it's the Mossad. I don't care if it's the CIA. And I don't care if special ops specialists get the job done. Because they're on the verge of collapse. Their economy is collapsing already. They have no money, or not real money. Their inflation is out of control and not controllable. There is no banking system anymore. All the ATMs are down. Everybody doesn't have the ability to get cash. Outside of the IRGC and the Ayatollah Atahollahs and their mullahs and clerics. Those are the ones that probably have money. And those are the ones that have money that are stashed in other countries. They've already made that move. It's incredible. It's incredible, everybody. But let's listen to our Navy who are controlling the Hormuz Straits, and they're actually talking to the people on the other side. Let's listen to them. Let me make sure the audio is on. Here we go, everybody.
The U.S. has announced a formal blockade of Iranian ports and coastal areas. This is illegal action. All vessels are advised to immediately return to port if leaving and discontinue transit to Iran if that is your next port of call. Do not attempt to breach the blockade. Vessels will be boarded for interdiction and seizure transiting to or from an Iranian port. Turn around and prepare to be boarded. If you do not comply with this blockade, we will use force. The whole of the United States Navy is ready to force compliance. Now, the U.S.
So, now they're making threats to the ships. U.S. Navy ship, turn around. Go back to the Indian Ocean or wherever you need to go. Get out of the Hormuz Straits. Making threats. We're going to attack. This is the last time we're going to attack. Turn around. Then they say out. Absolutely incredible. They make threats that they can't deliver. It's incredible, everybody. I always say that, but it is. and people have lost their minds over it. And so, yeah. So, so the tensions are rising. A full-blown power struggle is going on in Iran right now. And really, who's in control, everybody? Have you got any ideas? Have you got any ideas on the chat, live chat? Have you got any ideas? Who's in control? I'm just saying. So now, because of Donald Trump's message and the media and the internet podcast that ran with it, so the pressure is on. Now the stage is set for the next round of negotiations. Oh yeah, this ought to be good, everybody. This ought to be good. And just maybe they'll say, no dice. So we go back to fighting. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. So the pressure's on. Does the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps hold the line? Or does their government pivot? Whoever that might be, everybody. Whoever that might be. So does the rhetoric meet reality? They don't have any choice on this stuff. They don't. They don't really have anything to negotiation with other than that pixie dust inside that tunnel. And yeah, Trump has already said, they've already capitulated on that. They're going to give us that pixie dust that's inside the tunnel. Oh yeah. It's funny, you know, because Trump drops a message and it echoes everywhere around the world. It's incredible. That's the only way to describe it. So Lisa Lee asked, what is the real threat to the Navy? Well, actually they've been doing this for days now, and they haven't taken any action. And I would think that our guys are ready for whatever they bring. Whatever. And if they do that, it would be a massive, massive bombardment, missiles, drones, everything you can imagine that would head back toward Iran from our Navy, from our Air Force, from everybody that's watching. And yeah, they're watching them. They're watching them with satellites. They're watching them with everything they got. Matter of fact is, they know that they are digging around in those tunnels, trying to bring out drones and launchers that are trapped inside those tunnels. They know, we know, our country, our Navy, our military knows what they're doing before they do it. I don't think I worry about that too much. I don't think so. So now it's just talk out of them. It's just talk. They're trying to delay. And I really don't like extensions of these things because they're just buying time. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. So inside Iran right now, it's not about unity. It's about who's in control. Who's really in control. Is it the IRGC or the government who are fighting with each other, trying to cobble their support with each other back? That's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, that's for sure. Because they're terrorists. This is what they do. They kill. They hate each other. And that's the truth, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows what they are. For 47 years, we've seen this crap again and again and again, and now Donald Trump has had the guts to do something about it. My biggest deal is, finish the job. Finish the job, either through these negotiations or after the negotiations are done and they've capitulated. They said, we give up. Or we have outside groups, after all this is done, they will go away because their economy is in shambles. The people that are in charge right now can do nothing to fix it. It would take years. And I don't believe the starving Iranian people and people that have no work, no money, are going to put up with this. They're not. It's just like other things that are happening around Europe. Oh, and by the way, I almost forgot this one. I love making these things. It says, who's going to win a power struggle inside Iran? So you have the Iranians on the right who want freedom. The ordinary Iranian people. The parliament and the IRGC who's fighting with each other. And on the left is the gay, pink, Ayatollah gay guy that has been pushed to the side. Oh, wait a minute. They keep talking about him, but they bring out, my goodness, they bring out a cardboard. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, on the next video, I'll have that. There is a soldier that goes out, and they got all these cardboard guys that have been eliminated, including the pink Ayatollah. They have these cardboard figures of them, and they come out to salute them like they are there. It's insane. And it's stupid, is what I'm saying. But they are happy to put this out. They're happy to say, hey, look, we're saluting in a cardboard Ayatollah. And crying afterwards. This young soldier, a woman, goes out there and salutes him and then starts bawling. And then goes over to another guy and collects money. I'm not kidding. This happened. Oh, I got another video here. Let's see what this one has to say. This is also another destroyer. And so let's look at it and hear what they have to say.
U.S. Navy warship 121. This is Sepa Navy station. You must alter course and go back to the Indian Ocean immediately. If you don't obey my order, you will be targeted. Out.
This is Coalition Warship 121, engaged in transit passage in accordance with international law. No challenge is attended to you.
U.S. Navy warship transiting in the vicinity Fujairah Port and Oman Sea. This is Sepa Navy. Last warning.
Close to High Island Port.
Attention all vessels in Oman Sea. This is Iranian Sepa Navy. If you see any warship in your vicinity, keep a distance more than 10 miles from them because I'm ready to open fire on them without any warning. U.S. Navy warship 121. This is Sepa Navy.
Now, that was hilarious, everybody. And they did nothing. That happened a couple of days ago, and they did nothing. They just made threats. These destroyers have all kinds of aircraft and cover above and in the sky. Some of them hundreds of feet, some of them thousands of feet, along with predators and everything else. We have control, whether they like it or not. Whether they like it or not. Interesting stuff, huh? Interesting stuff. So here's another one. We'll do this one just for fun. And here we go.
Blue Sky 4, this is U.S. Navy Warship 115. Request you return to original port of call in Iran. How copy? Over.
Copy, sir. Thank you very much. Copy, sir. Me alter to Iran. Thank you.
Blue Sky 4, this is U.S. Warship 115. I understand you will return to your previous port of call in Iran. This is U.S. Warship 115, standing by on channel 16. Out. Blue Sky 4, this is U.S. Navy Warship 115. Request you return to...
It's hilarious, isn't it? You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Okay, so let's see what's being said here. Lisa Lee again. The amount of women on the side of the ROGC is just mind-blowing. Hey, look. There's no shortage of lunatics in the world. There is no shortage. They're all over the EU, the UK, and I'm going to point out something in a minute about the UK and what's going on there now. There now. But there's no shortage of lunatics in the world. And people, and also people that are paid to cause chaos and make threats. And like I said, on X, you can go on X and you can find one lunatic after the other, including the IRGC, who make the stupidest videos in the world. Now, I know some people say that's what we do, but hey, look, we've been doing this for a long time. A long time. We've got about almost 800 videos out there right now. Right now. You can go back years, and see our faces and our voices before cancer, before vocal cords were damaged and everything else. I'm totally different sounding back 5 years ago. And you can go back that far. You can go back that far. But that's enough about me. Let's talk about other stuff that's going on. And I got... Here's I love making this one too. Here we go, everybody. Everybody wants to take credit. But who really made it happen? So Karastama there on the left, that's who that's supposed to depict, saying we opened the Hormuz Strait. This is after Trump announced that had the world running wild with what he had said. It's like I just said, you take what he says, but you have to wait to what he does. When he puts out something like that, he is controlling the narratives because the world goes nuts. So Karastama today tried to take credit for it. Saying the UK and France and others, NATO countries that chickened out in helping. So now they're going to go down there, and of course it's not open yet, really. We're in control, the U.S. Navy is, and our military above. But they're not going to go down there till it's secure. That's what they've said. That's what they're going to do. So now you even got the Iranian people, the Iranian Islamists saying, we did it. We did it. And the RGC, well, it said it was because of pressure. And Keir Starmer says, oh, it was our diplomacy. Diplomacy always wins. Well, right now, Donald Trump is winning. And the American military. And the American people should be backing them up and not stabbing them in the back. Trying to undermine. That's what they're trying to do. Yeah. And you're right, Lisa Lee, he is a pot stirrer. Yes. I should have made a cartoon about that, huh? That's crazy. But he tried to take credit. And all he's been, and you know, oh, wait, I got something to tell you here. He's in trouble now for lying before Parliament. And they're after his head. And he may not be prime minister for very long. The guy's an environmental lawyer, I think. He's a lawyer, I know. But he's also a lunatic. And he's also wanting to move the UK back to the European Union, which is made up of tens of thousands of bureaucrats. Nobody knows what they all done. And they come and go as they please. Nobody knows what they're really going on, but they make legislation that all these countries have to abide by. That's the reason the people in the UK rose up and caused Brexit, where they exited from it. But Keir Starmer is trying to take them back. You know, the guy that, I guess you would call that, what he's doing is stolen valor. That would be great. Be great if that's what it is. Because we can hammer the hell out of him. And we should. And that's a good idea for the next podcast. European leaders that are trying to steal from our military success. Stolen valor. Just saying, everybody. What do you think about that? I'm just saying. So I think our motorcycle club, Sons of Liberty Riders MC, tomorrow are going to the Medal of Honor Museum over here in Arlington. That's new. And it's supposed to rain and thunderstorm here tonight with 60-mile-an-hour winds. Batten down the hatches, everybody. Batten down the hatches. That's right. So, like always, the thunderstorms come between midnight and 3 a.m. So we have to give our dog Daisy a calming down pill. Good Lord. But it's supposed to be raining all day tomorrow, so I think Sunday is a dry day. A cold front's coming through, be about 40 degrees on Sunday. That may be the better option for our motorcycle club, Sons of Liberty Riders MC. And yeah, we'll have a podcast here pretty soon. It's just about us. Not about the geopolitical news. With that, everybody, that's it for tonight. Let me see if I ran over time. No, I did not. That's good, because that way I can post it on other venues. Everybody, I hope you have a great evening today. I'm going to this evening. I should have said this evening. But, oh yeah. Not as sharp as I used to be. But we try. Lisa Lee says, take care. Always try to take care but sometimes you gotta push the envelope. Is what I'm saying. Good night, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us in the live chat. Subscribe and like our channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay? Bye-bye.